results of my studies. Does a swordsman harbor such thoughts?
I certainly do. It helps to get a sense of improvement.
So I want to test it out. Against someone with great skills. Excellent reflexes, as expected.
So Country Bumpkin to Master Swordsman is such an awesome anime. Like, I'm having such a good time watching this. Like, I think the main character is extremely interesting. I love the way he's written. I liked all of the different side characters. I like the fact that he has touched so many different people's lives, and they've gone on to do amazing, amazing things within the world, within the country, within the empire, whatever. I just love the way that people keep coming in, and they come in so quickly, and we're only in episode 2, so I absolutely love that. Now, here's one thing that I want to say very early, because this was a thought that I had, and I want to get it out early. So one of the things that was bothering me about the show was, like, they kept depicting Beryl so old, like old man, right? And he goes in, and there's a moment where he goes in, and Alesia is younger, right? They're showing us a flashback of when she was getting trained, when she first came to his dojo, and when they had a dojo competition, and they totally mollywopped this other dojo, and she lost her hair ornament, and she went to go find it, and she ended up needing to be saved by Beryl, which he did, and that was like the first moment that she could tell, like, she kind of fell in love with him, although she didn't say it in those words. And when he went to go save her, all of the students at that other dojo kept calling him, hey, old man, old man, old man. So I was like, okay, like, how effing old is this guy? Like, he's not 50, like, you know what I mean? He's not like that old. So how old can he be? So I looked it up. There's not a specific age for him. It just says he's somewhere in his 30s to 40. Like, he's somewhere between 30 and 40, okay? So I was like, all right, so let's say he's 40, right? 'Cause like, it says he's in his 30s or 40. 30s to 40. So I was like, okay, so he's somewhere in that ballpark. So let's say he's 40 years old. The moment that occurred with Alesia, all that way back 10 years ago, because she said 10 years since that has passed. So she must have been around 13-ish, 12, 13-ish. She's probably in the ballpark of 22, 23, maybe 24 years old, somewhere in that ballpark now. So within that, there's probably maybe a 15-year difference between them, right? He is significantly older than her. That's definitely it. But I was like, yo, how old is this effing guy? And the fact that they said, oh, he's in like his 30s, like, yo, bitch, he my age. It's like, he's not that old. So if we go back 10 years ago, he would have been somewhere in the ballpark of 25 to 30. Let's just say he was 30 10 years ago. That's not an old man at all. I was like, yo, these little punk-ass bitches, like, yo, they calling him old man. Hey, this dude is 30? Like, that's crazy to me. So, like, that was one of the things that was bothering me the whole time. I was like, yo, old man, old man, old man. I was like, yo, I get he old. Like, you know, man, I get he middle-aged now. Like, you 40, you know what I mean? You 41. Like, you middle-aged. Yeah, I get it. You know what I mean? Like, shit, that's me in a couple years, few years. But I was like, yo, okay. But, like, yo, they're like, old man. I was like, god damn. So, it was like, yo, if he's 40, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, okay. He, like I said, he's, 15, 16, 17 years older than Alesia, or the new character that just introduced to us, which was Fischel, I think her name is. Or you have the other character, I don't remember what her name is, but the other girl, the blonde hair girl. And then you have Serena, which was the really, really fiery red hair girl. I love her the best. And she was a student before Alesia was, so she must be even older. So she must be like 25 to 30, somewhere around there. Which I think puts her a lot closer to his age. But I was like, yo, they keep depicting this dude as like, he's like, like a grandpa. Like, his dad's still alive. And his dad's probably 60, But he ain't that old. He still got a lot of life left. So anyways, that was just one thing that bothered me. Now, the rest of the episode, though, I love seeing Alesia's. I love seeing all the different students flashback to when they were at the dojo. One of the things I really, really love, I love the fact that it's not taking forever. I think a lot of times in certain anime, they do these flashbacks and they take effing forever. They take an episode or two or longer, right? And we get this big, long, drawn out flashback. I love how it's like little snippets. And I got everything I needed out of that flashback, right? I got to see how Alesia got to the dojo. I got to see how Alesia got trained. I got to see her progress. I got to see her go to the Knights Corps. I got to see what her goal was to make it, was to show off her skills that she learned, and to show like, yo, the place I learned is better than anywhere else. and so was my master. Get to a point, you know, she said that she got to a point of, you know, being the commander, got to a point of power to now be able to affect him and get him out of the country so she can prove to herself and the world that, like, my master is the shit. And I love that. I love the moment seeing that she fell in love. I love the moment that she put a goal for herself. I love seeing that her goal kind of took her to this place of power. I love seeing her that, like, you know, oh, the skills were legitimate. And I love seeing that it's now translated into her having the commander here. So if that ain't wifey, I don't know what is. So she's going to be the biggest impact. And, like, he's going to have to wife her up whether he decides to or not. Like, that's wifey now. You know what I mean? The only other thing he has to worry about is you have Serena and you have this new girl, Fischel, and you have the other girl, you know, like you have these other girls who probably also fixated on their sensei a little bit too much, you know? So I think that's going to be really cool because if we look at the OP, or no, so sorry. If you look at the ED, he's surrounded by a lot of other females that are going to continue to get introduced to us as well, who were his past students as well. And that doesn't mean he had no male students, which he did, one of which is the one who kind of took over his role at the dojo, which others may come into play too, but obviously this is kind of him, and they're going with the harem vibes, you know what I mean, which I think is really cool. Also, the episode ended with him facing down in a showdown with the Magic Corps commander, where she's going to go all out against him. So it's going to be sword skills versus magic skills. And I love that one of his students incorporated sword and magic. And I was like, oh, I wonder if he could learn magic too, or at least like magic sword skills. Like that would take him. He's already like probably like the GOAT. That would take him even further, which I think would be super duper cool. So anyways, awesome episode. Can't wait to see more. Country Bumpkin, episode 2. I think it was a 9 out of 10. Like, honestly, like I'm really loving the show. Like, it's really good. Like, I'm having a great time watching it. So take that as in a grain of salt. But I think this chef's kiss episode's awesome. The show's awesome so far, and I love it. So I'll see you guys next week, my friends, for episode number 3. Let me know your comments in the comments below. Hit me with a like before you leave, especially if you made it this part of the video. And, of course, subscribe if you're not subscribed already. All right? See you in the next one. Peace.